Hello and welcome back to Demon Slayer. A new free DLC pack has just dropped with Enmu and Yushiro. Today we're taking a look at Enmu. We'll be covering Yushiro and Lady Tamayo in a video tomorrow. Last time around I was really surprised at how far they were willing to go to make these characters, in particular these new demons, so unique. So have they kept up that trend with Enmu? How fun is he to play? How good of an addition is he to Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles? That's what we'll find out with today's sponsor, Gamersubs. What's Gamersubs, you ask? It's only my favorite drink of all time. These tubs come filled with deliciousness. New flavor, by the way, black cherry. You scoop this into your water, shake it up, and you've got an energy drink that tastes awesome, but has 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbs. Complete with some awesome designs for their waifu shakers, and their store gets updated very frequently. For instance, Gamersubs sent me this Christmas shaker, very topical, but they're not just giving me free stuff, they've got something for you as well. Introducing the holiday sale. The more you buy, the more stuff you get for free. I'm talking free waifu cups, free waifu t-shirts, free samples, and even an unreleased strawberry flavor. Even I haven't tried that one out. So head over to Gamersubs, the link is down below, and if you enter code Globku at checkout, you might even get a nice discount on top of that, making those offers a little bit easier to hit. And thank you Gamersubs for sponsoring this video. Alright, let's talk about Enmu. First of all, he has a 1.2 times damage multiplier, which means he takes a lot of damage, on the same level as Hinokami, Shinobu, Yahaba, and Rui. Looking at his attack buttons, Enmu starts with some medium-range tentacles, going into projectiles at the third hit of his grounded combo. So he has some good mid to long-range buttons, which is gonna make punishing and pressure very scary if you're playing against Enmu, since he outranges most of the cast. When in boost mode, the last attack is also a projectile, so if you wanna catch your opponent off guard, you can always go for that at the end of a block string. There isn't much to say about his up and down combos. The up combo launches, the down combo knocks down, they're both pretty standard. His strong attack though, it's quite special. Not only does it have great range, it charges really fast too, almost as fast as Sabito's strong attack, meaning you can go for guard breaks a lot easier than other characters. And for some reason, the strong attack is plus on block. Not only are you safe if the opponent blocks this, it's actually still your turn. On whiff, you're still getting punished though. In the air, the jumping attacks are projectiles, with the last projectile doing a really big ground bounce. That makes it very easy for Enmu to connect with other stuff for optimal combos. And the jumping tilt attack is a dive kick. It has a decent range, and the tentacles that come out afterwards are automatic. They always come out. So this dive kick has a follow-up just like Susamaru. And to close out his normals, the grab is probably one of the best in the game. It's pretty fast, but the range is really what sets it apart. You can grab opponents from really far away. Paired up with the range he has on his normals, this grab is a real threat. It deals 1400 damage, which sounds good, but this patch buffed everyone's grab damage, so this is actually on the lower damage side of the entire roster. Moving on to his skills. First up, the skill button throws 1, 2, or 3 projectiles. These are very slow moving projectiles, but they have very good tracking. Because of the space between the different projectiles, usually you won't be able to combo multiple of them. The combo will drop, so it's mostly a neutral and pressure tool. Enmu can totally throw these projectiles and straight up dash behind them. And while he's not completely safe, since there are definitely abilities that will shut them down, these projectiles, for instance, they don't have any special priorities, so any zoner can delete them. This ability does allow Enmu to move closer to his opponent while covered by something. And he doesn't even need to dash cancel the projectiles to move behind them, so it's not an expensive option either. These projectiles will also restand the opponent if you catch them in the air, so it can be a good reset tool for him as well. Moving on to his tilt skill, Enmu places a trap that will explode after a fixed delay. If you hold down the skill button, Enmu will dash towards the opponent before placing the trap, and in the air, Enmu will dive kick before dashing at the opponent. This is one of the coolest moves Enmu has, and it creates some really stylish combos. You can easily combo into this move, and you can keep attacking after it connects, and the explosion knocks the opponent up, allowing you to do a number of actions afterwards. You can even dash after the opponent for free if you hit them with a jumping tilt skill, going into an air combo. It deals very decent damage, so this will be used a lot in his combos, but if you happen to place a trap and then get hit by the opponent, the trap won't be deleted. It will stay on the stage and detonate on its own. It's definitely saved me a couple of times. This ability is punishable on block, so if you're going for it, you better be hitting the opponent. And to wrap up his normal skills, we have a DP with guard skill. It's fully invincible, it's not armor, it's actual invincibility, and it knocks the opponent up into the air, which allows you to dash chase after them for free for an air combo. You can also choose to stay on the ground and combo that way too, or if you're finishing a combo, you can use the DP into a grab. You can even combo 2 DPs in a row if you want. It recovers pretty fast on hit. On block, it is completely punishable though, so don't use it as a pressure tool, use it as a combo tool or as a reversal. And moving on to his demon skills, both of them share a lot of similarities, but let's start with the demon skill, which is an unblockable attack that puts the opponent to sleep. It's got medium range, but since Enmu's attacks push the opponent further and further away, it can be easy to miss if you take too long to put this in your block string. The demon skill itself deals no damage, but if the opponent is on the ground, it will cause them to crumble, allowing you to start a combo. The downsides are the combo will always be a red combo, and if the opponent is jumping, they will simply be knocked to the ground, making it very hard to convert into anything. Also, if Enmu gets hit, the effect completely disappears. Even if you see the particle effects coming out, they simply don't hit the opponent. Tilt's demon skill is very similar. It does the same unblockable attack with the same properties, it also starts a red combo, and if the opponent is in the air, they just fall instead of crumbling. The difference is this one takes longer to activate, so if you're setting something up that requires a bigger activation time, this is the ability that you go for. It also has a much bigger range, but that said, Enmu takes a really long time to recover from this animation, so it's very easy to punish if you miss with this ability. Also, even though it plants these blobs on the ground, just like the demon skill, if Enmu gets hit, the blobs will not put the opponent to sleep. This ability is completely denied as soon as Enmu takes damage. Both of these demon skills are very hard to pull off in neutral. Enmu needs to control the situation for them to land, otherwise it can be easy to dodge, or it's just super risky because Enmu can get hit at any time. Luckily, we have a few examples of how to make it work, so stick around for the tips. Right after, we'll take a look at his ultimate, which is a full screen projectile, and this projectile moves slightly faster than his other projectiles, and if it connects, it goes into this whole animation.
目覚めることはできないよ。素敵な夢を。
And now that we know his moves, here are some tips on how to play Enmu. My go-to combo is something as simple as this. 2 bars of meter and it deals about 3.6 thousand damage, which is what most characters get for this amount of meter. Very cheap combo, but the reason why I like this so much is because with a little adjustment at the end, instead of a grab, you throw a projectile and you restand the opponent. So the opponent will land on the ground, he's standing up, and you can go for a reset. Enmu is a reset monster, thanks to the range of his attack buttons, the range of his grab, and the unblockable ability he has. So from this projectile, you can run up and simply attack, strong attack, grab, or put them to sleep. And you can do all of this from a safe distance if they decide to mash. If you put them to sleep, this is usually the combo that I go for. That is when I simply don't just go for an ultimate. If I'm going for an ultimate, I just do it raw. And while this looks absolutely busted, there are definitely ways to escape it, but you're getting mixed up. Make no mistake. If you make a wrong move, you're getting hit again. If Enmu goes for attacks, you can just block, or do a strong attack of your own. If Enmu goes for the grab, you can jump out of there. And if Enmu goes for the sleep technique, you're just gonna get hit. But if you jump, you're not taking any damage, you'll fall to the ground, and Enmu got nothing from it and spent a demon skill. Enmu is a reset king thanks to his long range buttons, the grab, the unblockable ability. He feels a bit like Rui in that regard, but to get these resets, he's usually spending more resources, in particular the demon skill, so it feels riskier. That said, he gets a lot more damage than Rui on each combo, so while the playstyle may feel a bit similar, without as much zoning I guess, he feels like a different character at the end of the day. Besides, with Rui, you're looking out for his buttons or a grab. With Enmu, not only are you looking out for that, you're also looking out for the sleep technique, so there's an extra layer on top of that. And if Enmu has the meter, he can really dish out a lot of damage. For 5 bars, he gets more than a 50% combo with the option to throw an ultimate at the end instead of a grab. I am absolutely having a blast learning Enmu, though I'd say that if you want to play him effectively, you're gonna need to practice a little bit. This is not the most straightforward character. It's a bit technical, but also nothing crazy. His tilt skill takes a while to get used to, as well as the sleep gimmick, but the strength of his attack buttons alone should carry you through your first matches, even if you don't know how to use the character super well. For instance, pressure-wise, just canceling an attack string into a long-range throw can catch a lot of players off guard, and if they start to read it, then they have to guess whether you're gonna throw or keep pressing the attack buttons. Enmu's got insane pressure, and it's scary because he's got decent damage too. And because of that, I think the character feels pretty strong, but more important than that, I think the character's super fun to play. But what do you think of Enmu? Have you had a chance to try him out? Let me know what you thought of him in the comments down below. And don't forget about today's sponsor. Go to GamerSubs and enter code Globku at checkout. Get that discount and get those free offers as well. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku and I'll see you next time. Bye!